God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "Listen to me until the end, my beloved child. I know the weight you have carried and the battles you have fought in silence. I see when your faith seems small compared to what your eyes behold, but remember, the size of your faith does not define the size of my power. When everything seems uncertain, trust in my timing, for I do not fail. For with God nothing shall be impossible." Luke chapter 1 verse 37, "I am guiding you even when you do not perceive it, and every apparent delay is only a divine realignment for something greater." Do you feel ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes, all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that God has already prepared for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click the link pinned in the first comment. There, you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. Do not grieve over what you lost, for nothing that belongs to you by my design will ever be taken away. Promises are about to manifest, doors will open when you take the next step, and answers will come when your heart finds rest in me. Therefore, rise with courage, for I sustain you. Walk with the certainty that I am with you in every detail, caring for what you cannot see, and preparing a future that surpasses all your expectations. Be still, for your story is safe in my hands. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, "My beloved child, I see every struggle, every fear, every silence in your heart, and I want you to know that you are not alone. My love is firm, eternal, and unchanging, able to sustain you even in your darkest days. When you feel without courage, remember that I am your strength and protection. Within you will flow streams of new life and vigor, because my Spirit dwells in you and never abandons you. When everything seems lost, I will open paths where you see only barriers. Every pain, every disappointment, every step that seems in vain, I will transform into growth and wisdom. If you draw near to me with a willing heart, ready to leave behind what binds you to the past, I will show you the power of forgiveness, wrapped in my embrace that heals, restores, and completely renews. What has passed does not define what is to come, for I have plans of peace and prosperity for you, plans that surpass your understanding and will manifest at the perfect time. Remain steadfast, my child, trust in me, and walk under the direction of my Spirit, for I am with you in every step of your journey. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. The promises I made to you are beginning to move within your life, even if you do not yet perceive them. My word is alive and powerful, able to create movement where there was once stagnation. Every detail of your path is under my supervision, and each moment of waiting has been designed to align you with what I have prepared. Trust in me, my beloved child, and I will reveal the plans I have reserved, for nothing happens by chance and everything that occurs is connected to my purpose for you. When you thought I was distant, I was never far, I was gently drawing you back to the path of faith, leading you with love and patience. Now is the time to return completely, to restore your confidence, and to believe again in what I have promised. What once exhausted you will now become strength. What once paralyzed you will now become momentum. Move forward with courage, knowing that I prepare every detail for your victory to be complete and that each blessing will manifest in fullness, bringing peace and joy to your heart. Comment, I wait with faith, for God's timing never fails. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do it. Psalm 37 verse 5, My child, continue to open your heart to me, even when you feel there are no immediate answers. I am always present, even when you do not perceive it, holding you and preparing you to receive what cannot yet be seen. Every tear, every silent prayer, every moment of waiting, I have used to shape and strengthen you. When it seemed that nothing was happening, I was working behind the scenes, aligning people, circumstances, and events for your good. Now, the signs of my care will begin to appear, and the blessings that await you will not be fleeting, but deep and transformative. What the enemy tried to destroy, I will turn into a testimony of victory. Your heart will be renewed, your mind restored, and your faith strengthened. Be still, for I am preparing the way before you, and every step you take under my direction will be secure. Your story is in my hands, and its ending will be one of triumph, joy, and peace. Walk confidently, knowing that I am your guide, your protector, and the source of all your hope. Comment, I rest in the promises of the Lord, for He is faithful. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. I fight for you, even when you do not notice. I defend you in silent battles and bless you even in the midst of difficulties. Your victory will come from your faith, your perseverance, and your communion with me. Seek me at dawn and at dusk, in moments of rest and in moments of work. I participate in every detail of your life, caring for your thoughts and your emotions with love and precision. No tear you shed escapes my notice, and no sigh goes unheard by my heart. I am with you in every season, even the driest and most difficult ones. What today seems like a desert will bloom tomorrow. There is life where you think there is only dust, rebirth where you believe everything has died, and hope where despair seems to reign. I am the God who transforms the barren into fertile ground, the empty into fullness, the end into a new beginning. Even when you do not feel my presence, it surrounds you silently, sustaining and guiding you. Therefore, lift your eyes, my child, and trust. What is pain today will become a fulfilled promise tomorrow, and what is tears now will become joy in the future. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew chapter 11 verse 28, Stand firm, my beloved, and release the burdens you carry alone. Let me renew your spirit and breathe new strength into your soul. You are my beloved child, and I delight in you. When fear tries to dominate your heart, remember, I am with you. When anxiety threatens your peace, turn to me, and you will find rest. Even in the midst of pain, trust. Inside you, there is a certainty that cannot be erased. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from my love. Your life is passing through a sacred transition. A new season is being born in you. Do not fear change, for it leads you to the new that I have prepared. Every fall was only a push to lift you higher, and every waiting season polished your heart to receive what is eternal. A new path is forming before you, and my presence goes ahead to prepare the way. Release the worries that consume you and see how far you can go when you trust fully in me. Allow me to guide you without looking back, without regretting what has passed. The doors that closed were necessary to redirect you to the right purpose. The painful goodbyes, the silences that hurt, the moments when you thought you were alone, all of it was part of a greater plan, a careful orchestration by my hand. If you felt alone, remember, I have always been by your side, even when the world walked away. Your faith is the anchor that keeps you steady in the waves, and I shelter the heart that belongs to me. Do not rely on fleeting things, for they fail. Rely on me, who am eternal. Everything I promised stands firm, and in due time, what is invisible will become visible. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? Psalm 27 verse 1. Trust in me, even when everything around you seems uncertain. I am your light when shadows try to overwhelm you, and your strength when you think you cannot fight any longer. Bring me your struggles, your doubts, and your difficult days. I will not let you fall. When others say all is lost, remember, I am the God who makes the impossible happen. I am the way when there is no direction, the truth that frees your soul, and the life that renews your spirit. I forgive your mistakes, restore your heart, and teach you to love again. Learn to forgive those who hurt you, for in forgiveness you will find freedom. Learn to show compassion to those who judged you, and you will see that the peace I give surpasses any human pain. No evil can prevail over those who trust in me, because the light I place in you is stronger than any shadow. You keep track of all my sorrows, you have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Psalm 56 verse 8. My beloved child, hear me with the fullness of your heart. I have seen every silent tear you have shed in the quiet of your nights, every moment when loneliness pressed upon you, every empty space that once resonated with laughter. The weight of despair and the shadow of fear may have seemed overwhelming, but nothing that touches you escapes my notice. I know the depth of your weariness and the restless thoughts that keep your mind awake when the world sleeps. Every pang of regret, every ache of longing, every hesitation you harbor is already in my hands. I am here to carry your burdens with you, to guide your steps through uncertainty, to turn what feels like confusion into clarity and what feels like despair into hope. Trust that the paths you cannot yet see are being prepared, and that the unseen work of my Spirit is steadily realigning your life for the good. I have molded you with infinite care, and though the world may have taught caution and withdrawn trust, my love remains a constant presence. Approach me without fear, for I know your every struggle, your every triumph, and even the small victories you feel go unnoticed. I see them all and I rejoice over you. From the earliest days of your life, I have watched your heart learn, grow, and adapt to the world. You were once innocent and open, trusting with simplicity, allowing joy to move freely through your soul. Then life, in its complexities and challenges, asked you to build walls, to protect your heart from pain, disappointment, and shame. Those experiences may have hardened you, made you cautious, and encouraged self-reliance, but I have never ceased to know every scar, every mark, every trace of who you are beneath the surface. I have gathered each fragment of your story with tender care, holding them as sacred and necessary parts of the tapestry I am weaving in your life. None of these experiences diminish your value or distance you from my love. They are the very pathways through which I will reveal strength, wisdom, and resilience. Even when you feel isolated, even when the world misunderstands you, I am present, guiding, protecting, and restoring. The burdens you carry are not yours to bear alone. Lay them in my hands. I will transform your struggles into triumphs, your fears into courage, your doubts into clarity, and your past into testimony. You are wholly mine, and nothing in existence can change that. Your identity, worth, and belonging are rooted in me, eternally secure and infinitely cherished. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23 verse 4. Do not doubt that your life is held with the greatest care. You are intricately crafted to reflect my essence, to carry light into the darkness, and to shine even when shadows gather around you. The thoughts that question your worth, the inner voices that challenge your value, do not reflect reality. Within the space of your soul, there is a sanctuary of love, meaning, and purpose that I have created especially for you. There, you can come without pretense, without fear, without the need to hide or protect yourself. You are invited into a relationship with me that is intimate, secure, and transformative. No power can remove you from my keeping, no mistake can separate you from my embrace, and no failure can diminish the sacred place you occupy within my heart. Every difficulty, every moment of doubt, every question that arises in your mind is met with my unwavering presence. I will teach you to rest in the certainty of my love, to let go of what binds you to fear, and to open fully to the truth that your life is precious, purposeful, and guided by divine wisdom. Nothing in the world, neither circumstance nor opinion, can override the depth of my care and the constancy of my watchfulness. You are eternally safe, and I am eternally present. I am unveiling your true calling, the reason your heart beats and your spirit longs for more. I will bring calm to your thoughts, peace to your heart, and clarity to the storms of your mind. Even when what I offer seems simple or unnoticed, it is filled with transformative power. Small acts of trust, humble beginnings, and sincere steps toward me carry immense potential. I notice all who earnestly seek my presence, and I am actively preparing the environment around you to restore what was lost and to amplify blessings that align with your destiny. The shifts are subtle yet profound. Repaired relationships, opportunities to express your gifts, a renewal of energy and focus, and a deep-seated calm that sustains you through trials. Release the distractions that pull your attention away from me. Follow the gentle promptings of my spirit. Do not rush the process, for transformation requires refinement, testing, and perseverance. Yet engage actively with what I am accomplishing in your life. Choose gratitude, self-kindness, and deliberate forward movement. Surround yourself with truth, with people who inspire, and with habits that align your inner self with mine. Speak words of hope over your circumstances, for declarations rooted in truth shape your perception and open the way for abundance. Your life is on the verge of remarkable manifestation. I am not only restoring what has been lost but multiplying it in ways you could not imagine. Friendships once broken will mend, new pathways in your vocation will appear, your body and mind will regain a sense of wholeness, and your heart will be filled with enduring joy. You will witness the fullness of my goodness in tangible and intangible ways. Others will see the transformation, the resilience, and the hope that flows through your renewed life. You will inspire, guide, and comfort those who encounter your story, revealing the presence of a God who sustains, redeems, and loves without condition. Be bold in your belief, for I see every detail of your journey. Stand with courage, repeating these truths until they are inseparable from your essence. I am with you now, through every step, and throughout every unfolding season. Trust that the path is being prepared. Nothing about your spirit, your hopes, or your secret desires escapes my notice. Reach out whenever uncertainty strikes. My hand is always extended to guide, support, and hold you securely. You were never meant to walk alone. I am your refuge, your safe place, your ever-present guide. Walk in the light I provide, and the seemingly impossible will yield to your faith. Protect your heart, embrace hope, and remember, where I am, all provision, peace, and abundance follow. I have never left your side, not even for a moment. Through every night when tears soaked your pillow and silence filled the room, I was there, watching over you with tenderness that human eyes could never see. When your strength faded and you could no longer lift your head, I carried you quietly through the darkness. I have guarded you in the silent hours, when no one else remembered your pain, when your own heart doubted its purpose. You thought you were forgotten, but I was shaping you, refining you in the stillness. Every unanswered prayer was not neglect but preparation. Every delay was an act of love. The storms that tried to destroy you only revealed how deeply my hands are woven into your destiny. So when fear whispers that you are unworthy, silence it with my name. Speak it with confidence, for it has power over every uncertainty. My presence has always been the shelter where your soul can rest, even when the world offers no peace. Keep the flame of your hope alive, my beloved. Do not allow the winds of disappointment to extinguish it. Hope is the language through which I write new beginnings, even in the ashes of what you thought was lost forever. Continue to talk with me, even when the heavens seem quiet. I am listening beyond words, feeling the weight of every sigh, understanding what you cannot express. Faith is not measured by emotion but by perseverance, the choice to keep walking even when the path is narrow and steep. You may not see where your steps lead, but each one brings you closer to the promise I whispered long ago. The walls that surround you are not permanent, they are seasons of molding. Do not despise the waiting, for in the waiting your roots grow deep and your spirit learns endurance. Those who persist in faith will soon see what others could not imagine. You have dreamed of going further, of reaching what once seemed unreachable. I placed that dream within you not as a torment, but as a divine seed destined to bloom at the right time. You may have walked through deserts of uncertainty, yet even there, I have guided your steps with unseen hands. Every detour was a redirection, every closed door a protection. My blessing will accompany you day and night, not as a distant promise, but as a living presence that sustains your every breath. Look back and you will realize that even in chaos, there was order, even in loss, there was purpose. The same power that created the stars is at work in the details of your story. You are not chasing illusions, you are walking into fulfillment. So lift your eyes again. The dawn is nearer than you think. The impossible bends to those who trust, and my love for you has never wavered, even when your faith trembled. Do not give up now, for you are standing on the threshold of transformation. I know the depth of your wounds, the betrayals that fractured your trust, the words that cut deeper than any blade. I have seen how many times you were abandoned when you needed someone the most, and I have counted every tear you tried to hide. Yet, through it all, I never stopped calling you mine. You have never been alone, even when loneliness screamed louder than hope. I was the voice that whispered, "Keep going," when you were ready to surrender. I was the hand that steadied you when you stumbled. I was the quiet strength that rose in you when you thought you had nothing left. You may not have noticed me, but I was there, in every moment of courage that came from nowhere, in every new morning that followed a sleepless night. The love that carried you then will sustain you now, for I am not finished with your story. I lift you up before those who doubted you, not out of vengeance, but to reveal the beauty I have been forming in your hidden seasons. I restore your dignity where shame once tried to dwell. I replace your weariness with purpose, your confusion with clarity, your fear with quiet power. The light I pour into your soul is not fragile, it is fire, purified through trials, and it will not be extinguished. No shadow can silence it, no accusation can dim it, no obstacle can resist it. For what I have decided to do in your life cannot be undone by human hands. Wait patiently, my child, for the time of your restoration is near. It will not come through chance or effort alone, but through the unfolding of my perfect plan. When I move, everything changes. What once seemed broken beyond repair will shine with glory. The pieces you thought were lost will return in ways that surpass your understanding. What was once pain will become testimony. Every wound that once bled will speak of healing. Every loss will turn into abundant harvest. I will make your story a living proof that those who trust in me are never forgotten. You will stand again, not as the person you were, but as the person I have shaped you to be, resilient, radiant, whole. The ashes of your past will give birth to gardens of purpose. Where there was sorrow, there will be songs of joy. Where there was fear, there will be unshakable peace. You will look back and realize that nothing was wasted, that every step, even the painful ones, led you closer to grace. So hold fast to faith, even when you cannot see the end. My hand is upon you, and my promise stands unbroken. The storm is passing, the night is fading, and the dawn of your restoration has already begun to rise. You are not forgotten, you are chosen, cherished, and forever loved. Do not despise the small moments, my beloved, for they carry eternal weight. Many look for grand signs and miraculous displays, but my glory often hides in simplicity. It is in the patience you show when no one is watching, the forgiveness you offer when it is undeserved, the kindness you extend when you feel empty yourself. These quiet acts are sacred, they echo through eternity more powerfully than any public achievement. When you choose gentleness over anger, humility over pride, mercy over judgment, you reflect my heart to the world. That is true greatness. Every time you act from love instead of fear, you draw closer to me. The world may not celebrate these moments, but heaven does. Each small decision to trust, to believe, to love, it all matters. These are the hidden seeds that will one day bloom into something far greater than you imagine. Never underestimate the impact of your faithfulness in what seems insignificant. The most radiant light often begins in obscurity. I see your quiet perseverance, your unseen sacrifices, and your silent prayers. Nothing is wasted. Every act of faith, every tear offered in love, is recorded in eternity and will bear fruit in due time. So, my precious child, take heart. You are walking a sacred journey, and though you cannot see the full picture, you are exactly where you need to be for this moment. Stop striving to control every outcome. Instead, learn the sacred art of surrender. To surrender is not to give up, it is to open your hands and allow me to fill them with what is meant for you. When you release your need to control, you create space for my miracles. You will begin to notice solutions you had never considered, peace you cannot explain, and opportunities that unfold with divine precision. I am orchestrating every detail with care. I do not waste your pain, and I do not ignore your prayers. What seems delayed is not denied, it is being refined. Keep walking, step by step, with your heart anchored in faith. The path may twist, the nights may feel long, but dawn always comes. And when it does, you will see that every struggle, every tear, every prayer was leading you here, to a life shaped by meaning, held by grace, and filled with my love. You are not alone, my beloved. You never have been. And you never will be. For I am with you, always, in all things, until your heart is fully at peace in my presence. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.